guys, today we are playing some Black Ops 3, but before we get started, I thought I'd tell you a little bit about the headset I'm using today. I've worn these in a couple of my videos. These are the Turtle Beach Air Force PX24. It's a multi-platform headset. That means you can use it for PlayStation, Xbox, PC, Mac, mobile devices, pretty much anything with a 3.5mm jack. It has this really cool super amp, and you can actually turn on superhuman hearing to give you like the best audio quality ever. If you're wondering how I hear all the footsteps and how people reload and how I can find people, like, that is because of this. I'll leave a link in the description below if you guys want to check out this headset or any other Turtle Beach headset. What is this map? I haven't even played this map yet. That's pretty though. It looks like that one from Advanced Warfare, Cherry Blossoms. Kind of. It's the same concept. But anyways, I have a story to tell you guys today. That's why you're all here. Because a lot of you guys asked me, oh, how did you start gaming? Did you start gaming to impress guys? Oh, I bet you only started gaming for YouTube money. Which is not true at all or anything. A lot of people do know like the basic story of how I started gaming, but I don't think I really went into detail on it. So, what the? Really? Okay, this is my first time. Woo! I'm gonna try not to rage today. I promise. I'm gonna try. Every death I rage, I'm gonna slap myself. Actually, I'm not gonna slap myself because that would really hurt my face. So I'm gonna bite my lip and try not to rage. Okay, that's good. Okay, so the whole thing started when I moved to America because I was born in England. My family lived in England like forever. And I was born in England, my brothers were born in England, and when I was like 5, 6, we moved to America, and that's when we became asshole kids because we were good kids in England. I'm just kidding, we weren't good kids. Me and my brother would always fight. Like, I was the oldest, and I was like in charge, and I missed. See, I've been learning to blame myself when I die now, because usually before when I die, I would just always blame the other person. Oh, they're lagging. Oh, but now I like miss, and I realize that I miss now. I mean, I guess that's a good thing. It cuts out the raging. I mean, I'm blaming myself and not the other person. Because I remember seeing, I thought he was my teammate. I guess he thought I was his teammate too. Me and my brother have always fought. Not like fighting like we freaking hate each other. Me and my brother love each other and we still like get along, and ew, it feels so weird saying like I love my brother because it's like, ew, I don't love you, you're so weird. It's more of like a, you love the person but you don't say you love them because it's just weird and awkward. We grew up always fighting though. I actually cut his ear. Well, I almost cut his ear off. I don't know what I was doing, but we were crafting at school. And I had scissors, and it was a big pair of scissors. And I don't know what he did, but he made me so mad. Like, he wouldn't give me something. And I took the scissors, and like I tried to cut his ear. Like, I was just joking with him first. I was like, hey, I'm going to cut your ear. And then I actually cut it, and he has a scar from it because look at this puss. I mean, no hard feelings there. You can't really do anything. I was always an asshole, you know? Oh, I remember it right now. We used to go on family vacations, and this was when I was like 17, 18, maybe 19, and I don't know, I used to have really bad anger issues. I don't have anger issues anymore. I think Sausage fixed my anger issues because, I don't know, he used to get mad, and I'd get mad. When I was like 16, 17, actually maybe I was older, I was probably 18, 19, so this is, I don't know, I had anger issues. And I haven't really talked about my anger issues. I want to make like a personal vlog and tell you guys about my life, like before YouTube and how everything started and how I was before, because I used to have really bad anger issues. I wouldn't get along with my parents. I wouldn't get along with my family, and I mean, they still love me, but I was just a really hard person to get along with, and I haven't talked about that, but I do want to talk about that soon because I feel like a lot of people come to me with their problems and feel like I can relate to them a lot. But that's another story for another time. I'm talking about, I don't know, I'm going off on a tangent. But like for the instance that I would get mad at my brother, he accidentally stepped on my foot while I was wearing sandals, and it really, really hurt. And it was an accident, and he said sorry for it and stuff, and I just lashed out at him, and I felt so bad after. Like, I actually like started punching him and hitting him and stuff. Like, how could you step on my foot? That hurt so bad. And I started crying, and then literally like 2 minutes later, I'm not bipolar or anything, but like 2 minutes later, I was like fine with him, and we just be chilling. I mean, I guess that's how it is. If I ever get mad, I mean, I don't really get mad anymore, but if I do get mad, I'm just mad for like 2 seconds. I don't hold a grudge. I don't stay mad at somebody. Even if somebody really, really hates me, or if it's somebody on YouTube or whatever. Oh, Don't you just hate it when you're like the only person and then gravity spikes you? It's like, even if it's somebody on YouTube and they'll be really mean to me or they'll say something really mean to me and I'll reply back to them and they'll be like, oh, sorry, whatever, I didn't mean it like that. Like, it's cool, man. Like, I don't care. I'll be cool with you after that, as long as you're gonna apologize for being an asshole. I mean, so how it all started, after we moved to America from England, me and my brother, we got into a lot of fights. Like, we were always punching each other, fighting. Like, we were raised weird in a way. It's like my parents let us watch just violent things on TV, but they wouldn't let us watch anything sexual. Anything sexual was like completely forbidden, but they let us watch violence, especially since there was a lot of bad stuff on the news, and they would watch violent shows and they would watch lots of violence on the news, and we would be influenced by that, and that's why we were such savage kids and always fought with each other. And my parents had enough of that, so one day my dad finally like caved in because he saw a commercial for it and he was like, hey, this is pretty cool. And he's never played video games or anything. He never had a Nintendo or a Sega or the stuff before. The first console I ever got was a PlayStation because my dad finally caved in and got us a PlayStation because he was like, maybe if I get them this PlayStation, they'll stop fighting. So he got it for us. We started playing it. It's funny thinking about it now that my dad actually bought us a PlayStation because my dad, like, hates that stuff. Like, he doesn't understand it, and he's never played a video game in his life. Same map mode again. Alright then. So I got the PlayStation when I was, I believe, 6 years old, and my brother was 5 years old. My brother is a year younger than me. And I had another brother. Wait, was he even born yet? Oh, he's a baby. My other brother is 4 years younger than me. So he was like 2. He was still a baby. So me and my brother would play. We play a lot of 2-player games. The first game we ever got was Jam Pack. I know a lot of you guys asked me what's the first game you ever played, and it was Jam Pack, and we got another game which was like a racing game, car racing game. It was like with monster trucks. I have no idea what it's called, that's why I don't really talk about it, because I have no idea what that game is called. Jam Pack was basically a demo disc. They don't do stuff like that anymore, but on PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2, I believe, there was a lot of Jam Pack. They were like $5 games, but it was like a demo, like a disc you buy for $5, and it had like maybe 10, 12 games of demos. And the demos was just like the beginning of every game. So you like play the demo, you like the demo, you buy the actual game. And then we did that for a lot of games. And Metal Gear was one of the games on the demo, and that was the first game, like full game, that we bought because we loved it so much. It was just so scary and like the best game ever. It was Metal Gear Solid 1, and I remember we were like 6, 7 at the time, and that game was 17 plus. So it was really scary, and we never played anything like that because it was just like an adult game at the time, and we were just babies. I mean, kids play COD right now. I bet like 6-year-olds play COD and stuff, but it was different because this was like back in the 90s, and it was a lot worse. I don't know, kids are more exposed to like sexual stuff and violence and all that stuff that parents tried to hide from kids in the 90s. I mean, most parents from when I was younger. If you guys have played the first Metal Gear, it's like you start out in, what is the snow? It's like the underground thing, and you have to go up the elevator, you have to sneak past guards, and this was so hard for me and my brother. I don't know what it was, but we were just absolutely terrified when we were playing it, like hiding from the guards, and it just felt like real life because we've never played video games before. I even asked my mom, me and my brother would even ask my mom to help us like bring Snake up into the elevator because it was just so scary. We'd be playing it like, oh my god, we're gonna die. It's like if we die in the game, we'll die in real life. Like, we were terrified. But we did play Digimon because we were absolutely in love with Digimon, and we ended up buying the Digimon game, Digimon World. Oh my god, Digimon World was like the best game ever, and I said, oh my god! I don't know how I didn't kill him. So the Digimon World game came with a holographic card. It was like an ultra rare, super rare, I don't know what it was. I don't know exactly what it's called, but it was like the holofoil card, and it was a Metal Greymon. And me and my brother went crazy over it because we collected Digimon cards, we collected Pokemon cards, and then Yu-Gi-Oh cards after that, but we were obsessed. And it came with one card, and there were 2 of us, so whew, I thought there was another one, but okay. We fought over the card, and we ended up like twisting it, pulling it, and then twisting it, and then ended up ripping it. So it was a super rare card. I remember going on eBay and seeing it, like it was going for a lot of money on eBay because it was like actually rare. It was like a limited edition thing that they gave with like the first few people that bought that game. But yeah, wow! For real? This game hates me. But anyways, after PlayStation, we didn't really get a PlayStation 2 as soon as it came out. The thing is with my family, we didn't really have money. And when we did have money, like my dad, he bought a PlayStation 2 like as soon as it came out. He bought it and then he sent it to his son who lives in England because he was married like before my mom, and then he had a son, which is like my half brother. And he like spoils him because he can't see him. I mean, obviously it makes sense now, but we saw it as so unfair when we were kids because it's like, oh, he's not even, you don't even care about him, and he lives in another country, and you're just gonna buy him a PlayStation before us. It wasn't like now, like I was super fortunate to get a PlayStation 4 as soon as it came out, but PlayStation 3, PlayStation 2, it took me months. Oh my god, when PlayStation 3 first came out, I was desperate to play Metal Gear because MGS4 came out on PlayStation 3 when PlayStation 3 came out, and I couldn't afford a PlayStation. So I bought a PlayStation, and then I played Metal Gear, and then I had to return the PlayStation because I couldn't afford it and I needed money. Like, I feel like gaming was my childhood. Like, I didn't really do things like sports and stuff. My parents didn't let me go out. They didn't let me go to my friend's house. I could never go to my friend's house. It wasn't even like, oh, I have to know their parents or, oh, I have to meet them. It was like, no, they can come over to our house every once in a while, but you can never go to anybody's house. You can never sleep over. You can't do sports after school. You can't do anything. Me and my brother, we just always stayed at home and played video games. Like, we grew up playing them. And because of that, I never got along with any of the girls in school because they never liked any of that. All the girls were like super girly girls when I grew up. There was no girls that played video games. Like, I didn't know anybody that played video games until I went to high school. Like, it's great now that there's so many girls that play video games and it's a more accepted thing, but just when I grew up, people just really look down upon it. It's like, oh, you play video games? You're such a loser. And that's how I grew up. But now it's like more of a huge thing. There's like esports now. It's going to be like a legit sport, actually. It is kind of a legit sport. And people are more accepting of it. Like, even parents know now that you can make a living off playing video games and you can make money off of it. And they don't see it as just like a waste of time. I mean, I feel like it's helped me a lot in real life. Like, I learned so much history from Metal Gear. I have super fast reflexes and it does help me a lot in driving because playing video games gave me super fast reflexes and has probably saved me from crashing a couple of times. Yeah, I feel like I'm missing a lot, but that's pretty much the basic story. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment below and let me know. Oh, everybody just joined my party. Anyways, that's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button in the face and comment below and let me know how you guys started gaming. I really want to know. I read all of your comments. And subscribe to join the wolf pack. Ow! Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.